Well, we talked, we spoke, I think I spoke to you guys about the work that Foster and Homey did with him in between starts, some of the dialogue there about some minor adjustments mechanically, and his best stuff I think is down in the strike zone with movement down. So when you're throwing the ball in the low 90s with action down, you're going to get grounders. I mean, moving forward, that should be a big part of Kyle's game, is the ground ball. Staying down at the knees with action. Both, actually, all four pitches. The fastball with sink, the changeup out front swings with sink, the cutter down to the lefties and down on the righties, and the slower breaking ball that has depth. So, all his action is going down. That's going to create grounders. He has the ability to pitch up. He's got some velocity, and from his arm slot, it's going to ride up at times. He's got to be able to do that as well. But I think the focus this week in between starts was the ball down with action, and over the plate, let the action work. And he did a great job. They had a great side session, great dialogue, and it showed up today.
When you break 3 batters, does that say anything?
Well, I mean, the ball, a lot of times will get off the end. You can break a bat. You can get on a guy's fist. He pitched in enough, too, to break bats. So, again, that tells you that the ball's moving and getting off the barrel.
And they brought a different philosophy, because these pitchers are pitching like Coors Field is not a bad place to be at.
Well, we've talked about a lot of different things on the pitching side. I don't think there's one philosophy, but we've internally we've talked about some things. Yeah.
Buddy, you were saying all along that the offense was just a matter of time.
Right.
We've seen in this series in particular. With Charlie Blackmon, the ability to take that double the opposite way.
Right.
I mean, what does that show you about
Well,
Charlie's
Charlie's an all-field hitter for me. Just watching Charlie through spring training, watching his work in batting practice, he's capable of doing what he's done the last couple nights, all right? Fastball yesterday, ripped down the first baseline, beat Belt to the bag, triple. Home run to straightaway center, ball off the right center field wall leading off the game, double down the left field line. So, the old adage, hit it where it's pitched, that's sort of Charlie, man. I mean, the ball away, he'll take the other way. He can drive the ball the middle of the field. He can turn on a ball. So, he's a good hitter.
Does he have the type of power and swing to maybe even version into the middle of the order kind of bat?
Potentially. But he's pretty good at the top, too. He likes the top. He can hit Charlie anywhere, really. But, we need him at the top of the order. Then he gets up the most times. It's pretty good when you have Charlie get up the most times, right? Because he can steal, he can homer, he can hit for average. It's nice to have that. And then DJ, same thing. He's going to get up the second most amount of times in a game. He's pretty good, too.
Hey, Bud, once again, with the starter going deeper, much like yesterday, fair amount of offense, taking a well-needed break from the back end of that bullpen.
Well, again, I think the bullpen was worked the first 10 games. You look at the starts in Milwaukee. You look at the couple of starts that next series against the Dodgers and Padres. I mean, those guys were at it, man. They were working, but it's the 2 off days helped. These 2 games, the Chatwood game in San Francisco helped. So, no, it's been nice, and it's been it's a function of the starting pitching that allows you to use your bullpen like we've been able to use it. So that's a great thing.
I think it was, even if I don't have it, the slider he threw with 2 men on base. Was it Crawford he struck out? I think it was
Yes.
the slider.
Yes.
For a young guy, and I know he's got a decent slider, Kyle.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big pitch.
Well, he's comfortable with that. I think his best stuff is the fastball slider combo. We're integrating the change and the slower breaking pitch, but when it comes down to it, the fastball slider combo is, what has worked for him in the past, and he'll get to the point where the change is going to become functional too. So he's got a lot of weapons, man. He's got a lot of weapons, Pat.
We've seen in the past the Rockies starting past in April, they're falling off. What do you make this different?
Here's what I got. Every year's different. This is a different team than years past. So, I don't gauge that as much as some people might, because this is a different group of 25 players. Hey, the crowd was great today, wasn't it? Wasn't the crowd great? I mean, I thought they were into it. They were behind Kyle. They were behind the group. Good crowd. And you know what's even cool? I heard John Denver in the 8th inning. Right? Yeah. How about that?